Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we talk about Navia team composition guide. Geo characters may not be many in Genshin Impact, but they surely are some of the most impactful, and that also applies to Navia. The commander-in-chief of the Bina de Rosala is a strong damage dealer who can smoothly take the role of the main DPS, while her elemental burst triggers an endless barrage of cannon bombardments. The secret to her damage is her elemental skill, especially when Navia fully stacks her crystal shrapnel. So her crystal shot will delete opponents from the field to maximize her elemental skill damage. It's important to compose the best Navia team comp in Genshin Impact. First up, Navia plus Jangling plus Jangling plus Bennett. This is easily one of Navia's best team compositions in Genshin Impact. As someone who needs crystallized reaction, Navia desperately needs an enabler in her team. Not only that, she also depends on her attack to deal damage, which makes Bennett a perfect support for her. As for the enabling, Jangling is a strong contender because of her off-field pyro, which can help Navia endlessly trigger crystallized reactions thanks to her lack of ICD. When included in Navia team comp, both Jangling and Bennett create a synergy together, combat-wise. Jangling's elemental burst Pyronado snapshot when you cast it on Bennett's field. Stat-wise, both pyro users activate the pyro resonance, which will buff everyone's attack by 25%. The team can also benefit from another resonance. When pairing another Geo unit with Navia, the Geo resonance will increase the crystallized shield strength by 15%. Navia needs this extra shield strength since the elemental shards are what keep nighttime whispers in the echoing woods and verdict's effect active. Additionally, the resonance will directly affect Navia's damage by increasing it by 15% and decreasing enemies' Geo resistance by 20%, which is incredible for any Geo user in Genshin Impact. When it comes to who would be best to join Navia's team, it is, without a doubt, the Geo Archon himself, since he can further debuff enemies and buff Navia's attack with his tenacity of the Millilith set. Next up, Navia plus Shinu plus C6 Fischl plus Bennett. Navia can operate as a main DPS and count on her normal attacks to deal damage. That opens up a strong possibility for her to take the driver role and lead her team's off-field elements and mix them with hers. Shinu and Fischl can greatly help her achieve that role, since they are some of the best elemental enablers in Genshin Impact. With this trio, you'll be able to continuously trigger the electro charged alongside crystallized reactions, and that will allow Navia to build up her crystal shrapnel stacks more effectively. In this Navia team comp, the total team damage is split among Fischl, Shinu, and her. So although Navia deals lower damage, the team's DPS is still incredible. Of course, as for Bennett, he's the unit that should never leave Navia's side, since he's the only one who can take her damage to the next level by laying his burst on the field. Up next, Navia plus Bina plus Bennett plus Kakomi. Wanting to maximize Navia's damage comes with many complications. To do so, you must add Bennett and Farina since they're the best buffers in Genshin Impact. Activating both Farina and Bennett's elemental burst will surely allow Navia to hit some insane numbers. But since Navia needs a strong enabler in her team, both support units fail to apply their elements effectively, which will notably reduce her damage. Additionally, to make the most of Furina's buff, on one hand, the team must constantly keep healing, as Furina's elemental skill keeps draining the team's HP. On the other hand, Bennett isn't capable of maintaining a strong ongoing healing since he only heals the active character to a certain point. Solving those two issues allows Navia to enjoy both amazing buffs without any limitations. To do so, you must include a strong healer and enabler to increase Furina's buff and help Navia stack for a devastating elemental skill. A healer like Jean is great, since she can create the Sunfire synergy with Bennett and continuously trigger Pyro Swirl. Kuki is also viable since she has a strong electro application and decent healing. However, the best healer to add to this Genshin Impact Navia team should be Kakomi. She has a wide hydro application and impressive healing abilities. You can also give her thrilling tales of dragon slayers and tenacity of the Millilith to buff Navia even further. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video. Every blessings.